everyone, it's your girl Melissa J back in the house. So on my last video I did promise you all content, so I'm giving it to you now. I know it's been about a week or so, but I've been super busy. So today I am doing a soft glam makeup tutorial. So if you are new to makeup or you just want to know how to do a soft glam look, like for when you're going out or whatever, and you have particularly oily skin, then you have come to the right place. So starting off, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and it is in the shade Brown Black. I'm just going to go over the natural shape of my eyebrows. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start off underneath, and I need to get my eyebrows ready, but yeah, so I'm just going to start off just following the natural shape of my eyebrow, and then I'm just going to do a bit on the top. Now if you notice, I'm not filling it out all the way to the end, because if you do that it will just create a really harsh brow, and also it'll be difficult to blend in. And then now I'm just going to blend that out with my eyebrow brush. So you see, just like that. And as you can see now, that's creating very even looking hairs, very natural looking type brow, and I'm just now going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now my eyebrows are filled out, so I'm now going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Medium Beige, and I'm just going to highlight underneath and over the top of the brow bone. Right, so I'm going to go in with a flat brush, with my flat concealer brush. This is just a Morphe, you know the Morphe brushes that you can get online, like £3 or whatever. They're really good, honestly. I would advise getting Morphe is my favourite brand, because it's just so it's quite I think the quality is really good, but it's very I just think the makeup's really cheap. A lot of their stuff, I can't believe the prices of some of their stuff. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just going, notice how I'm sort of tapping it into the skin so it doesn't look cakey, but at the same time I'm kind of blending it out as I'm doing it, because I think when it comes to your eyebrows, I think the longer it stays there, the more it kind of creates that harsh line that's impossible to get rid of. I am going to then prime my eyelids, so it is ready for the eyeshadow. So once again, I am going to go back in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. And so what the concealer does is it just creates more of a base for the lid, and it just holds the product more. Again, this is a good tip for everybody, but especially if your skin's oily out, this will just keep the eyeshadow on all day. I'm just going to go over. on the other side. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a number 7 concealer brush. You can just get it from Boots. Well, yeah, you usually find it in Boots actually, but yeah, it is really good. Blends the makeup out beautifully. So as you can see, I'm just dabbing it right into the skin. It really hurts when you go over there. Like, your eyeball, I don't know what it was called, like your occipital bone, whatever, but for some reason going over this part, it's just so painful. So now, as you can see guys, I have got a beautiful white cast just underneath my eyebrows. Honestly, when I say trust the process, I really mean that. So now, because I'm extra, I'm then going to set it with my MUA Makeup Academy loose setting powder in the shade Banana Bay. Oh my god guys, I am so clumsy. I've literally had to just go away and come back because the second I opened the setting powder, it literally went all over the floor and I had to get it up. So yeah, I think that probably happens a lot. But yeah, when it comes to this, because it's just so loose, just be really careful when opening it, because like I just really hope the floor isn't staying now. So yeah, back to where I was before. I'm just using this beauty blender and I'm just basically I'm just baking the concealer that I just put on. So I'm just blending that out and I'm just tapping into the skin again. This will just make your concealer hold, and then I'm just going to dust it off with like a fluffy brush. So I'm just going to dust off the excess. Okay, so now my eyelids are nice and well primed and they are set. So now they are ready for me to go in with my eyeshadow. So moving on to the eyeshadow, the palette that I'm using today, it is the Morphe palette in the Natural Glow. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, Natural Glow 350. I think everyone's got that palette though, to be fair. Yeah, so okay, so moving on to eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I'm using today is the Morphe 350 Nature Glow palette. Now I think everyone's got this palette because I think this just has all the sort of like nude natural colours in it. So the shade that I'm going to start off with for my crease is this one. It's like a sort of like a neutral like beigey brown colour. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills two-sided brush, so I'm going to apply it with this side first. And then I'm just going to apply that just here. It's my base colour. I'm going to fluff it out. A little bit more just to make sure it's even. And then because I've got the memory of a goldfish, I need to do both sides at the same time. So now just on the outer corners of my eye, I'm going to go slightly darker. So I'm then on the outer corners of my eye, I'm then going to go in with this lovely dark brown shade, again very neutral, hasn't got any like red or pink or any undertones, just very neutral. So I'm going to go in here. This is another Morphe blending brush and I'm going to blend that out. like I said earlier, I'm going to repeat the exact same on the other side. So just on the outer corners. Now, I know a lot of makeup artists, what they do, they've got this technique where like they put the tape like just underneath the eye, so it doesn't collect. But I don't tend to do that because I'm lazy. So yeah, right. So that's done. So now what I'm then going to go ahead and do is I am going to create like a transition here. So to do that, I'm then going to go back in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it's going to create, it's not going to be like a harsh cut crease, but just like a slight cut crease, just so it accentuates this transition a bit better. So once again, I'm going to go back in with my concealer brush. I'm just going to tap it on just a tiny bit and just tap it on very, very gently. So you just like very lightly, not too much because we just don't want to ruin what you've done, the work we've done so far. Okay, so now going back in with my eyeshadow. It's too big for my tiny hands, so I'm going to go in with this lovely, sparkly, sort of goldy colour. This one, if you can see it, this one right here. Right, so without adding any more product, I'm just going to go and fluff this out again. I'm loving how it is turning out. So I'm just kind of like tapping it slightly. I'm not dragging the product, so like it doesn't interfere with any of the other colours. And then gonna go in with, I'd say I'm gonna go with this one right here, that one. Right, so now I'm going to use my smaller brush. This is better for placement. I know it's so cute. Yeah, this is better for placement. I like to get more precision, so once again, fluffy brush time. I'm going to blend it all out again. Okay, so I'm almost done my eyeshadow. So now to spice things up a bit, I'm then going to put a slightly darker brown, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the corners again, but then bring it a little bit round as well, so it's sort of like, you know, kind of creates more of a sultry look. Because the one thing with the soft glam is it's very much about placing your makeup in sort of like a strategic way, so it creates like highlights and lowlights and all the parts of your face that you want to stand out. To the corners again, but this time I'm bringing it sort of round. And then the same with the side. This looks crazy, guys. I know it looks crazy, but trust me, once it's blended out, you will not be disappointed. So I'm then going to go back in with this fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go back in with the shade that I started with to neutral it out and to sort of marry it all together. So finally, before I move on to my bottom lid, I'm going to go back in with this sparkly golden colour, and I'm just going to put that right there, so it stands out a bit more. And then to finalise it all off, I'm just going to go back in and just blend it out one last time. And then to make it stand out even more, I'm going to go back in with this even darker brown. Hi guys, so welcome back. I did have to take a break because I had to delete a whole load of stuff off my phone. You know, it comes up with that annoying storage message and you're like, just go away, I'm busy. So now I'm going to go in my eyeliner. So this is kind of going to give it that, not to sound like a beg, but this is going to give it that sort of like Kardashian-y effect. So I'm going to go in with my Maybelline New York. This is the Gel Lasting Drama Gel Liner. Meant to last for 24 hours apparently, but it is in the shade black. Like, this is the darkest shade you can possibly get. So I'm going to go in with the world's smallest eyeliner brush. It's just so cute, look at it, from Morphe again. Imagine this cost me 90p. Bargain, I know. So yeah, I am going to sort of like do it at like an upwards angle, kind of to sort of like line the eyeshadow. So I'm going to just start off. So I'm going to start off with the, I'll create the shape of the wings. Now I'm just going to so as you can see, like, I started like creating the shape first and then I'm putting it on my eyelid. This just makes it a lot easier to sort of like control where it's going. Start off with the outer corners because your inner corners are more sensitive. So I'm just going to dab that in. Really dab it in so it stands out. So I've just quickly had to pause this recording because I had to put my eyelashes and finish off my eyeliner off camera because my phone storage was messing about. I've literally deleted my whole life off here, still not enough space for some reason. And as you can see, I've also added a cheeky bit of glitter in the inner corners. And the foundation that I've used today is I've mixed the Lancome Ultra Wear Nude Foundation in the shade 09 Cookie, and I've also mixed that in with the Morphe foundation in the shade 390. So I've mixed those two colours together. I've mixed the two colours together because the Morphe foundation is like my perfect match. It's a nice warm shade, but the Lancome is a very special oil control foundation, and it just holds on to it. It just makes the makeup last a bit longer, and it's also got SPF 19 in there, which is really good. So yeah, I'm just finishing blending that out. Flawless, darling. So now that I have blended out my foundation, now most people when it comes to highlighting their face, they use a concealer, but I'm going to today go in with the Morphe foundation in the shade, a couple shades lighter than the 390, so this is 360. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply that with my concealer brush again, and then I'm just going to put that right underneath my eyes. I'm just going to blend that up so it just outlines what I've already done, and then I'm going to bring it out onto the sides of my nose just very slightly, and then do the same on your side. I'm just going to go down and then bring it out onto my forehead. Onto my chin. And I'm now going to blend that out with my Morphe. It's like a flat sort of concealer brush. And I'm just going to let that, I'm just going to let my skin absorb it a little bit, just so like when I blend it out, it doesn't spread and it just sits in my skin a bit more. Like, you find that if you let the product sit in your skin for a few seconds, it's easy to blend, and it also, your skin just holds on to it more, so it doesn't start to oxidize later on in the day. So I'm just going to start really I'm just going to really pat that into my skin now, and as you can see, it's creating like a nice highlight under my eyes, and it just brings out the eye makeup just that tad bit more. 2000. I'll just show you it here. So it's a Collection 2000 Glam Crystal Glitter Eyeliner in the gold shade. You can get them from anywhere like Superdrug or Boots. I literally just put it, I use a tiny bit of product and I put it just in the corners there, just to, I don't know, it just makes your eyes just stand out even more, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've just finished blending that out now, and then I'm then going to set the concealer, foundation, with my, I'm going to go back in again, I'm going to be extra careful when I open it this time, and then with my beauty blender I'm just going to just apply that into the areas that I have highlighted. I'm then going to go in with my bronzer, and I'm just going to contour the outer areas. So I'm just going to go in with my Morphe. I've had it for so long I can't even make out which one it is. I think it's the medium tan shade, and I'm going to go in with my used out shade Blogger, and I am going to just go in with this synthetic sort of like contour brush, and I'm just going to put this in the hollows of my cheeks. And this, at the moment, this contour is really needed because of the weekend that I've had. You know when you have them weekends where you just don't care, like lots of party, lots of alcohol, and I think when you get into that mindset, you just don't really care, do you? You just eat what you want and drink what you want. But I'm back on the grind from this week, hence why I'm going gym later. I'm obviously not going to wear all this makeup to the gym, and I'm just going to put that into my jawline. I like to go all the way up to my brow bone because it just makes it look like, seamless, and just makes your nose look a bit more slender. So I'm just going to correct the sides of my nose, and I'm just going to go in with this smaller contour brush, and I'm just going to, this was just giving me a little bit more control. To round off the tip. And then now I am going to blend out the setting powder that I put on earlier. So I'll finish my contour now, so I'm almost done. So I'm now going to go in with my Morphe Stellar Impact highlight palette. So to finish it off now, I'm then going to do the lips. So I'm just using a regular drugstore lip liner. So it's like in a medium brown shade. I'm just going to pop it on the outskirts. And then to marry it together, I'm just going to use the MYX lip liner in the shade Fresh Free Spirit, which is like a peachy neutral colour. I'm just going to and then I'm just going to go back in with the dark lip liner one more time because I've got no lips. I'm just going to and I'm going to finish it off with another drugstore lip gloss. I'm just going to put that over it. So guys, my work here is pretty much done. So I've created a flawless soft glam makeup look, so it will look great in your Instagram pictures, and when you're on a night out it won't have that dodgy flashback that sometimes happens, you know, when you do makeup and it looks really cakey. I really hope you enjoyed my video. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you for watching.